rise of the Antichrist is interpreted as a precursor to the end times. His ascent is regarded as a sign of the mayhem and devastation that'll come before the second coming. The arrival of the Antichrist is considered to be a very crucial precursor to the second coming, since it'll pave the way for the final contest between good and evil before the millennium. Many believe, based on prophecies in the book of Daniel and Revelations, that the Antichrist will appear on the scene near the beginning of the 7-year tribulation, brokering peace for 7 years after a war, and the world will revere him for it. See Daniel 9 and Revelations 16 for further clarification. After the start of the 7-year tribulation, or shortly before, the Jerusalem temple will be rebuilt based on prophecies in Daniel, Ezekiel, and Revelations. In Daniel, it says that the Antichrist will cause the sacrifices and oblations to cease in the midst of the last week or final 7 years, meaning that the ordinances and covenants being performed in temples will cease halfway through the tribulation. At the same time, approximately 3.5 years before the second coming, the Antichrist will then resume war with Jerusalem and enter into and defile the temple, after which he will then lead all nations against Jerusalem, and Jerusalem will be under siege and about to be destroyed. At this time, Christ will appear in the clouds of glory to defeat the Antichrist nations ascending onto Jerusalem and usher in the millennium.